This is my first time presenting, so I'm going to do it a little bit different, try and make insurance sound a little bit exciting, which it often can be a bit boring and dry when you start reading policy wordings and things like that. You all know me. If you don't, I suggest you do a one-on-one. This is the team that we all that I work with. So over here on the far left, you guys, is Luke Shinovsky. He's been in the industry for over 10 years. Actually just won Young Broker of the Year for all of Australia. That was in September last year, so quite a prestigious honour in our industry. Next to him is Brad Tresidder. He's the director of the company. Now Brad's qualifications are quite exceptional. He's got a Bachelor in Business and Accounting. He's also got a postgrad in Commercial Law. So really comes in handy when we're dealing with clients and a contract of insurance, and we've got a lawyer or law background helping us out to negotiate some settlements which may need to be done. On the other side, we've got Brendan, little 10 years experience in the industry. Also comes from an underwriting background, so he's got a bit of knowledge on the other side, which helps us. Jeremy Woolman is our claims manager. He's dedicated to just claims. That's all he does every day is deal with claims. So exciting life, some would say. Down the bottom, Karen, who's our finance and accounts, so underwriter payments, insurer payments, things like that. And Cynthia, office operations manager and HR. Our office, if you haven't been there, it is this wonderful place. Now, some may recognise that entry as the old Lyric nightclub. So if you've stumbled in or out of that door, that's where we are. It's a bit different, as you can see. It's all being changed, upgraded, and yeah, it's just a really nice building. I did this one for Dallas. I don't know if you can see. That's my attempt at really something different in photography. I hope you like it. I was impressed with it. So. Now I'm just going to play a video. Hopefully it works. Had a few issues at the start, but with a bit of luck, it'll come up. This is our association that we're a part of. So a bit of background on it.
Every business comes with its own fears. A steadfast business insurance broker will help you fear less. Here's why. With me, scale and strength. Your steadfast broker has it. As part of Australia's largest general insurance broker network, your steadfast broker can tap into more national and international expertise, access more insurance product search and comparison tools, and has more buying power than any other insurance broker network. When it comes to assessing risk, optimizing premiums, and providing real assurance, they have everything it takes to make a big difference. And with better insurance, legal and financial industry contacts, your steadfast broker can get you a better, tailored insurance package and claim service when needed. With Local. Your local steadfast broker is an individual business with the local smarts and insights to better understand your industry, circumstances, and insurance needs. They're part of your community. They give you true local industry expertise and genuine personal service, backed by the extraordinary strength of big business. We're professional. To make sure a steadfast broker and their advice measures up to your expectations, we've made sure they measure up to ours. And only the most professional and ethical brokers make the cut. Your steadfast broker is given continuous professional development and training. They work hard to stay at the top of their game, so they can help you stay at the top of yours. With an exclusive range of innovative products and services that are the best of their kind, experience the difference a steadfast insurance broker can offer you. Seek one out. Fear less. Steadfast. Strength when you need it.
Yeah, so that's just part of our association. That's where I go to the next slide. Sorry. It works better than I anticipated. These are some of our clients. Some you may know. Some put a few local ones up there. Some big businesses. Farm Pride is a commercial egg producer, actually publicly listed. So quite a large company. Integra, Ballarat, and Bendigo based in civil commercial construction. And then someone like the Bicycle Network is a member-based organisation, not-for-profit, quite large, about 50,000 members. So this gives you a bit of scope for some of the businesses that we look after. This is the way we broke. We're advice-based, so we don't actually go in there and say, oh, what's your premium? This is what needs to be done. We deal on advice. So when you're dealing with us, we understand your business, so we'll walk through it, we'll see what you do. We ask a lot of questions. Don't ask about insurance questions. We ask, what are you doing here? What's this? What's your biggest risk? What do you see as your biggest exposure? If you had a fire, how does that impact your business? If you have a storm, how does that impact your business? What are you doing to minimise the chance of fire? Have you got sprinkler systems? Have you got contracts for fire protection? Things like this. These are the questions we ask as a business. We get up pretty high and take some photos sometimes. I didn't do that one, thank God. But, just as an idea, this is out the back of Ballarat, and it's a flour mill or a grain mill, and that grain building in the background, that's actually 7 stories high. So gives you a bit of scale, and you can see the forklifts and containers that's down the bottom, quite small. We do comprehensive insurance submissions to our insurers, which enables us to really get the best price for our clients, and it gets the best coverage as well. As I said, it's advice-based, so sometimes we won't actually say you need insurance. We won't say, oh, we say, if you do this, you'll eliminate that exposure. You don't need to protect it by transferring the risk onto an insurance company, because that's all insurance is. It's just transferring the risk to someone else in the event of an unlikely situation. Some clients are happy to take a higher excess. This is things that we discuss with them. They say, oh, look, I'm only worried if the whole place burns down. I'm happy to pay a $50,000 excess if the whole place burns down and you give me $3 million. You're getting a bit of a winder. So this is an interesting machine, actually, just quickly. It takes photos of these grains, and you can't really see detail here. That's 10,000 grains rejected per minute. So it takes photos of every single grain that goes through there. So quite unique. Very expensive machine. Just some more about clients and different industries, as you can see there. So I'll move on to some claims management. So currently running with about 50 claims in our business, in excess of about $3 million worth of outstanding payments that clients are chasing from insurers. This one here was straightforward. Truck was picking up, hydraulics failed on it. It's over $115,000 claim. It's going to be fixed in 6 weeks, but what's the impact to the client's business, downtime, things like that. This client's lucky, they're quite a large fleet, so it doesn't impact. This is one owner, operator of the truck and trailer, and he doesn't have his trailer, he's losing a lot of that business, so has he got the right cover in place? Storm damage to a silo, that was pretty straightforward. That was settled within 2 weeks. Not damage to the silo. Things that you don't think of, crane hire, labour, things like that. It's about a $30,000 claim. Bit of theft damage there. This one's a unique one. We don't often think, do I need a windscreen extension on my car? New cars are obviously getting more technology inputted into them. So that back windscreen, actually, we've got a quote for $6,000. Because it has to come from Germany, because Porsche needs to be a Porsche certified windscreen, otherwise the client loses a lot of value on the car. This claim happened in India, so our client ships a lot of product to India, Kellogg's, PepsiCo, things like that, they're dealing with all the time. No responsibility of theirs, but it's a claim under their marine transit policy. Water damage, worst type of claim you can have, just horrible, hard to clean up, hard to get rid of. That's a $30,000 carpet damage claim on that side in an office from fire spraying onto another building that leaked into his building, and that was a cafe, local cafe, that had water damage. We had them back up and running within 6 days, only lost 4 days of business, which was also claimed as a loss profit. Massive fire claim, total loss, there's a van in there, that got paid for $30,000 straight away, and the rest we worked through with a specialist claims loss adjuster. So we don't always use our best business, but we've got costs in there to build in for that. Refer request. Bread and butter, we've kept it pretty simple, no particular industries or companies that we're targeting, but I mean SME, so medium-sized business. We like good local companies. I mean, we're trying to build our focus in the Geelong region, so real the clients that like value the service, they don't just go in on price. Price will work out if they're sufficient. Cream,